Hello and welcome to another edition of the Gamescast Dives In. Your ears are not fooling you. This is not Duncan, this is in fact Phil. First ever episode of TGC Dives In, and this time we're diving straight into a brand new game. Something that certainly I've never played before, and I doubt anyone else has either. This is a beta version of a brand new game called Dark Matter. It's very much a play on the sort of Dead Space genre. It's a very moody, atmospheric game. You are a survivor in a spaceship, I think, and you're battling against lots of aliens as they come towards you. It's very heavily built on some really clever AI stuff. The enemies will damage themselves as well as you if they set off fires and what have you. So normally on a TGC Dives In we would be playing without having played the game at all, but I have actually recorded this video once already and then I realised that it wasn't recording properly, so I've had to start again. So I sort of know what to expect a little bit, but we're going to hit straight off with new game. So as with most games, it's going to start us off straight away with a tutorial.
To skip this session, interact with the door on your left.
Which is fine. We're just gonna, run across and just do some stuff here, and we're gonna run. And look, you can space to jump, and then W to grab the ledge. There we go, splendid. And look at that. There we go, Prince of Persia all over again. So, right click to interact with the door, which is opened already. Splendid. Use the mouse cursor on this side.
Interacting with different objects will open,
and we're going to
pick them up.
open the locker. Cool. And right click to pick up the hack tool, which we then use to press and hold to hack open the door. All fairly simple so far. There we go. The door's hacked. Pressing the right shift key to run now and again. Pushing the right key to grab a key code, which I then need to open the door.
Our apologies for the simulated pain. You are now hurt, and your condition is not
That's nice.
optimal.
Okay, so we can use a medipack.
To heal yourself.
And we can grab to the stores here are places where we can go and grab bits and pieces.
You will require sufficient materials.
So we're going to grab a medipack and we're just going to heal ourselves just to crack on very quickly as fast as we can with the tutorial. I'm going to pick up a weapon, again right click to do that, and left click to fire. And we use the mouse to aim here, and we can hold down the left mouse button to rapid fire. Okay, so what are we doing now? We're picking up some standard ammo. Splendid. We picked up some rounds, and we've got this target that's moving around up and down. So we're just sort of getting the hang of this, playing a bit of the tutorial here. If I could hit this little target, that'd be awesome. But at the moment I'm being a very poor shot and probably going through quite a few rounds of ammo here. I'm trying to follow this thing as best I can, but it ain't working very much. No, I'm out of ammo. Come on, give me more ammo. Splendid. Oh, I'm pretty sure he's nearly gone. I can see he's just got a little bit of health left on there. This isn't going very well. And I'm out of ammo again. Okay. Come on. Right, we'll get him this time. There we go. Right, and the whole map moves. So
enemies take damage from all types of ammunition. The next target can only be damaged with nano rounds.
okay. So I'm going to try and change my gun. So I hit I for inventory, and I pick up my other rounds. Brilliant. Oh, there we go. That's a bit. You see his ammo is disappearing. It's just down here underneath where the cursor is now. That's the ammo of the enemy, and all gone. Fantastic.
On your rounds, you may find yourself crossing dark maintenance.
Oh, and this is the flashlight. So this is where it gets really atmospheric. So the enemies within Dark Matter very much respond to the light. In fact, if you shine a light in their eyes, they will get very angry.
The Omega 13 will contract the local
Using the current store states, if we right click, we would normally be able to save our game and then carry on. But in this particular instance we can't. Oh look, there's a dummy there. But what we're going to do is we're going to close the door on them. Ha ha ha.
Access the crafting station for advanced manufacturing instructions. Scrap needs to be converted into useful crafting materials. The more scrap you have, the better the conversion rate.
Okay, so something about scrap there. So, convert scrap. There we go.
Next, a primer on weapon modules.
Okay, let's see if we can exit out of the tutorial so that we don't waste too much time. We'll skip back into new game.
Welcome to Deep
And we will simply move to the left this time.
Interact with the door on your
There
left.
we go. So let's crack on. A quick swig of beer.
At last, a live one. Get yourself over to the scanner.
Okay, so we step out of this module. Nice. Need to go through the regular sort of checks. Bit of sparks coming off there. Frame rate seems to have dropped horribly. If I move the mouse over to the left, then she does actually look as though she's walking to the left. If I do it like that, then she's walking back. She's doing the moonwalk. Quick jump over the bar. Let's run across. Okay, so we open a door just like we did in the tutorial. Let's run across. We're fine and healthy. No problems there. Gonna add some armor, which is nice. Our health up here, top left-hand corner, we're up to 100. On the right-hand side, we've got a map and anything the computer says to you repeated up there. Head off to the security station. This is where we get to go and pick up some ammo and a gun. Let's open the door. Splendid. Run across. Oh, can't access that. So we're going to go down the the ladder here and pick up a hack tool which somebody has left behind. This is very nice. Then I'm going to walk through the Jeffries tube and crawl through the Jeffries tube. And there's a hack tool. And look, there is our first sight of an enemy. We're going to pick up that hack tool. Very long arms there. And if we walk closer to the enemy, very nicely, it decides you're scarier than me. You're not wearing makeup. So it scutters off. So walk back through the Jeffries tube. Jump back up the ladder. And go off and open up the door. Got to push and hold because we've got to hack this one using the hack tool we just picked up. And that opens the door. Nice graphical effects there. So, there's our gun. There's our first gun. So we're going to pick that up. Splendid. Now the first gun is the standard pistol. The standard pistol that has infinite rounds, as it always does in every single game so far. We can store our current state, so it's like a save game. Right click on that. Should we die, we will jump back to that point. Okay, going to open this door now. And if I remember correctly, we have our first fight with an alien in a minute. This is getting very dark. Oh, there's tentacles. So we'll just shoot the hell out of this thing. With it being a standard pistol, you can't hold it down, but this is going to produce one of these lovely critters, and I am rubbish at shooting at them. Now we're going to pick up something they've left behind, some fullerene, some resources which we can convert later on. And we'll pick some of those off the big tentacle guy. I love the lighting effects here. See how that see how the shadow is bouncing off the back. Very nice indeed. The atmosphere later on in this game is going to work really, really well. So we'll just open the door. And we'll skip on through and we can head off to manufacturing. Here we go. So these are obviously different areas of the ship. And look, we've got some it says scorch marks, but they are actually survival logs, which will slowly build up the story as you go through. We'll just move away from those. You can read those when you pick the game up. So we're going to wander on through here. We go. We're going to go up some stairs. Oh, what was that down there? Oh, there's a baddie. Not a nice baddie either. And dead already. Look at that. See, I'm getting to be a master shot. Okay, I'm gonna open the door. Just carry on walking through, just like it's a normal day in the office. There's another survival log there, which I guess you could easily miss. Oh, and another one of those. We'll just take him out. Oh, and it's going to produce a baby one. Reload. Splendid. I've got a flashlight on here as well, which is cool. So I activate the flashlight. Pick up some more resources. And there's a ladder. Let's nip up here and have a look. Okay. Oh, what do we got over here? Just some storage boxes. Okay. Moving on. This is as far as I got in the first demo that I played. Oh, nasty. As at that point I'd whittled on for far too long. We're going to pick up an engineering key for level 1.
Most of the crew was killed by either angels or scavengers. The Endeavour is tearing itself apart in the absence of proper repairs.
So the Endeavour is the name of the ship we're on. So the computer in the background is giving us a lot of story. The survival logs are giving us some story as well. We've just picked up a key, so I'm going to assume we're going to need that in a minute. As I say, when I played through this just a little while ago, this is as far as I got. I stopped at that particular point. So what we'll do, we'll just go a little bit further. We're just going to see if we can open this door. We've got a crafting station here, so very quickly I'm just going to go and see what's in the survival tab. Yes, there are some medipacks, so we'll pick up as many of those as we can. Right click to use one, take us back up to 100. Just press escape to close that window. And we have a save game station just here. Oh, and a critter just flew into the air vent. Nice. Okay, so that's our first key. That, I think, is our first level. We're going to open the door and move on down into here. It's getting very smoky, and there's a dead body, which is nice. And notice how it's suddenly gone very dark. If I turn the flashlight off, all you can see is our protagonist. Okay. Oh, so what does this do? This switch turns off all the lights and the blisters go away. But you see, if I shine my torch, the blisters will come back. So I need to keep the light off to be able to walk across without fear of losing too much health. So now we disappear down into the tunnels. And that really is a first look at Dark Matter. It's currently up on Kickstarter, so head to Google, search for Kickstarter Dark Matter. There is a piece of technology as well called Dark Matter, which for me was certainly coming up first in the list, but it's the second one down in the Google search results. Go along and back this if you like the look of it. It's looking like a really fun game to play, very atmospheric, as I say, great story to it, and looks as though it's going to be the sort of game like Dead Space 3 that maybe want to turn all the lights off, turn the audio up, and really sort of immerse myself into the story. So that's it. That's the first TGC dives in for Dark Matter. We'll do a couple of more in a few days just to explore the story on a little bit. This is a beta version of the game, as I say. So I can play up to the first couple of acts, but after that, the Kickstarter project is to polish off the rest of the game and basically finish it off. There's a Steam greenlight log for this as well, so head over to that and click on that. And yes, this has been me. This has been Phil. My first ever TGC dives in. I hope I've been as good as Duncan. Leave us some messages and join us next Friday for the next edition of the Gamescast. See you then. Bye bye.